Hi, it's Camilla from the Sewing Society, and in this video I'm still kind of easing my way into the year and doing some more slow sewing, and I realized that I didn't have a needle book, which is really weird. I have like a little cushion, pin cushion that I put all of my needles in, and it works, but it would be really good to have them kind of organized and sorted out, and also so I can take them with me when I do social sewing. So this is the needle book that I'm going to show you how to make today. It's really simple and uses only a tiny bit of fabric, so really good for scrap busting. Mine has little press studs on either side, but you could do a tie with some extra fabric if you didn't have press studs or you prefer that better. So it just opens like this, and then inside it's got some felt to hold the needles. And it's got 4 pages, so heaps of room for all your different kinds. And it's got a little bit of padding inside, so it's a bit quilted. I haven't actually quilted mine. I just like the look of it plain. I might do at one stage in the future, but at the moment I really like the look of it just plain. Okay, let's get started. For this project, you'll need a little bit of fabric, some felt, 2 press studs, some cotton wadding or whatever you have handy, and some thread. I've got all the measurements for each component on the screen. Because I don't want the seam to be shown on the outside, I'm going to make it so that it's in the center on the inside of the book. So to do this, I'm going to fold the fabric piece in half and press it so that I can see that halfway point, and then I'm going to put the wadding on top of that in the middle. Now I'm going to pin the wadding to the fabric. I actually ended up putting a tiny bit of glue so that it didn't kind of flop around, and it made it easier for me to turn it the right side out when it was time. Now we're going to sew the 2 short ends together, right sides facing. We're going to sew a little bit of seam, but making sure that there is an opening in the middle so that we can turn it right side out. Then I'm going to press that seam open flat. So that the seam is in the middle of the book, I'm going to match it up to the fold line on the other side. I put a couple of pins so it was easier for me to see. And then once we've got it all lined up, we're going to sew down each side of the book. Now it's time to turn it right side out. Once you've turned it right side out, give it all a really nice press. Next, we're going to get our felt pieces ready. I pressed mine in half so I could find the middle, and then I laid them on top of each other and sewed them together down that center line. Now we're going to attach the felt to the book and sew closed the opening at the same time. So I'm going to do this by hand using a blanket stitch, and I used thread that matched the felt so that it didn't show up as much. As I'm sewing the felt to the book, I'm also sewing the opening closed, making sure that I catch all of the layers at the same time. keep repeating until you get to the end, and then secure it off and snip away the thread. I decided to trim the inner felt page down so that it lined up with the outer one. Now all that's left to do is add the press studs. I decided to put mine at the top and the bottom of the book so that the pages had room to move forward when the book was closed. I marked where I wanted the studs to go. Mine are about 3.5 centimeters in from the end of the book. And then I stitched them in place. So cute. I know I'm going to get heaps of use out of my little needle book now that I have one. Let me know if you make one. I hope you liked that little tutorial. Just something small and really quick and easy to make, and really practical for your sewing kit. And if you've got some sewing friends, it's a really nice something to make and gift for them. I also wanted to give a little reminder about Mail Club. It's open now for the next issue. So if that's something that you'd be interested in, I'll leave a link below and you can have a little look there. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.